two questions. How many people in here are under, do we have anybody who's under the age of 18? Okay, do we have any people who have any siblings or cousins that are minors? Today I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to pose the question, should teens be able to keep their medical issues to themselves? I personally stand opposed to this issue. And I tend to emphasize these 3 points. Is the teenager able to mentally handle that kind of responsibility? Does the parent or parents have the right to know what's going on with their child? And does the child have the right, even though he or she may not be grown? I asked if you had any minors, as your siblings or cousins, because in today's society we see that not only are grown-ups getting pregnant, but a lot of our young teenagers are becoming pregnant today. And they're also dealing with issues. My purpose for this speech is to persuade you to talk to your cousins or siblings who are minors to realize the importance of disclosing information with their parents. I'm going to share a personal experience. As a young lady, it is important that we all go to the doctor to, get checkups to see how our bodies are doing. My first visit to the doctor was at the age of 16, and in the state of North Carolina, it is a law that you have the right to disclose your personal medical information between yourself. You and your doctor are only authorized to know your medical information, and your parents do not have to know. Ladies, as we all know, doctors may ask us personal questions such as, are we sexually active? How many partners have we had? Are we on our menstrual cycle? Males, they may have asked you, how many partners have you had, or are you sexually active? And most of us may not feel comfortable disclosing that type of information with our family out of fear and humiliation. But today, I'm going to show you why it is important to disclose this type of information. I'm going to give you a scenario. A 16-year-old female comes into the clinic with her mother for evaluation of acne and headaches. When you're taking the history, she discloses that she has a boyfriend. She is sexually active and he occasionally uses condoms. Her last menstrual period was 2 months ago. She is concerned about being pregnant. She would like to get a pregnancy test. She would also like to get on contraceptive pills, if she is not pregnant. She asks that you do not tell her mother that she is sexually active or that she is getting a pregnancy test. I pose the question to you. Can you do a pregnancy test without the mother's permission? In the state of North Carolina, according to usc.edu, professors from UNC Chapel Hill have stated that it is a law under the Constitution that if you are the age of 16 in North Carolina, your parents are not authorized to determine whether you can get a pregnancy test or not, whether you can get on birth control or not. It is actually a law that in North Carolina, minors are able to actually have sex at the age of 16, with it being okay. The second question I asked, is it okay for the doctor to do a pelvic examination without the mother's permission? Now I ask these questions because how would you feel if your child were doing the same things as this 16-year-old? Would you want to know or not? I want to show this video. While you're looking at this video, keep in mind that this girl is a minor and her parents had no idea that she was pregnant.
dial on the...
Joining us, I'm Wendy Corona.
And I'm Jerome Gray. Baytown police say they are treating this as a homicide investigation. The newborn was discovered in a bathroom at Cedar Bayou Junior High in Baytown, Harris County this morning. KPRC Local 2 reporter Mary Benton is at the school. And Mary, this is another heartbreaking story because there are reports other students heard the baby crying.
You're right, Jerome, and it is so heartbreaking and so difficult to imagine what must have been going on in that bathroom as that young mother, so frightened and so desperate, who did what police allege she did, flushing her newborn baby down the toilet. But this is the letter that is going out with 3 other students today to give to their parents for them to read as school prepares to let out, informing them that...
Okay. So basically the story behind this clip is a 14-year-old who was pregnant, who hid her pregnancy for 9 months, had her baby. She was in middle school. She went to school and had her baby in the toilet and tried to flush it, actually, down the toilet. The baby did die, so she is now being charged as an adult. Why do we feel privacy and confidentiality is important? The state of North Carolina believes that teens or minors should have privacy due to need for clinical practice, to want to go and get themselves checked out. Developmental needs, confidential discussions and disclosure help support adolescents grow a sense of privacy, and safety issues to protect them from humiliation and fear. But I feel as though minors are not ready to handle this kind of responsibility. STDs, as a minor, for minors to find out that they do have something that could be harmful to their body, I don't feel like they're necessarily ready for that kind of responsibility. Pregnancy, as you can see, this 14-year-old was not ready for pregnancy. Had she told her parents, maybe she wouldn't have tried to kill her baby. I summarize to you today that minors are not mentally ready to have and to accept these type of responsibilities. Talk to your cousins, talk to your siblings, even you, talk to your parents about these sorts of things. Because with the moral support of your parents, you can make wiser decisions and better decisions. And had this young lady made the wise decision to come to her mother and talk to her, she would have indeed, maybe the situation would have indeed been a whole lot different. Thank you for your time.